Hello everyone, Absent Friend here, and today we are bringing you another Disney Villainous guide. Gosh, I'm starting to sound like the Swedish chef. Or in this case, the Welsh chef. Huh? Oh. Okay, anywho, I've got to get these Welsh words right so I can help find the black cauldron for the scornful and ruthless Horned King.
Arise, my messengers of death. Our time has arrived.
In this video, we will be looking at all the cards in the Horned King's deck with a few tips on how to play them or not play them as the case may be. We will also be looking at the Horned King's Fate deck for anyone who may want some tips and tricks on how to effectively keep him from winning the game. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to this channel and ring that bell to be alerted when new episodes are available. To win as the Horned King, he must have Cauldron Born at each location. Yeah, it can't be that easy. Let's just get started. As always, we begin with the allies. He has a total of 12. 5 Cauldron Born, 3 Horned King's Henchmen, 2 Gwithaints, 1 Creeper, and 1 Guard Dog. First up, Cauldron Born. These very freaky undead warriors can only be played when the power of the Black Cauldron is showing. More on that later. They have a strength of 6, and when used in a vanquish action, they are not discarded. Since you need these at every location to win the game, get them out into the realm as quickly as possible, and also use them to vanquish any heroes in the way. If it's early in the game, it's okay to discard these guys to cycle the deck quickly to get to the other cards needed to summon these things. There is a card that can bring them back. Sort of. Next up, Horned King's Henchmen. These guys cost 2 power to play and have a strength of 3. What? That's it? That's all they got? What do you want me to do? Fade to black? No, I was kidding! Next, Gwithaints. The Purple Dragons. They also cost 2 power, but have a strength of 2. They are also the famous Y attackers, so if they must be played, play them to the 2 centralized locations to maximize their range. Next, Creeper. This little imp costs 2 power to play, but only has a strength of 1. When he is used in a vanquish action, he is not discarded, but moved to the Horned King's location. While that sounds good in theory, he's better off in the discard pile. And finally, Guard Dog. 1 power, 1 strength. However, he gets +1 strength if there is another ally in his location. So that's better? Actually, he's better off in the discard pile too. Come to think of it, except for the Cauldron Born, all these allies are better off in the discard pile. The Horned King needs to save up his power and cycle his deck quickly to get to his items. He has only 1, but 5 copies. Ancient Soldiers. These bags of bones cost 3 power to play, and they are necessary to get the Cauldron Born in the realm. They also provide the Horned King with his only means of an activate action, which is also paramount to his objective. Play 1 to each location as soon as demonly possible. See what I did there? Before we go into his effects, let's talk about another item the Horned King uses. Technically, it's a relic. The Black Cauldron. This tile is not part of the Villain or Fate deck, and the only way to obtain it is either defeating Henwin or playing one of his effect cards, which we will get to in a minute. After this evil crockpot is claimed, the Horned King must power it up, and then, before he moves on his next turn, he may pay 2 power to replace an Ancient Soldier with a Cauldron Born. Oh, all right, quit badgering me. Here are his effects. He has a total of 11. Why not 10?
These go to 11.
What's that? I've done that joke before. I know, but it's a classic and it was worth doing it again. Anyway, back to the effects. He has 2, We Got You Now, Pig Keeper. 2, Show Me the Black Cauldron. 2, We Have Made a Bargain. 2, Our Hour Has Arrived. 2, Visions. And 1, Captured. First up is We Got You Now, Pig Keeper. For the cost of 2 power, the Horned King can either defeat a 1-strength hero or find and play Henwin. Since there are several 1-strength heroes in the Fate deck, use this card to take out any one of them. Get away from that comment box. I know what you're thinking out there. Why not play Henwin since defeating her will instantly claim the Black Cauldron? Very valid question, but you'll have to stick around to the Fate deck section to see why that's not a very good idea. Next, Show Me the Black Cauldron. This effect costs 1 power to play, and with it, the HK can either claim the Black Cauldron or gain 3 power. Obviously, use this to get the Black Cauldron. It's quick, it's easy, and once the Black Cauldron is in the Horned King's realm, it never leaves. If he already has the Black Cauldron, go ahead and play this and gain the 3 power. And for all you math wizards out there, since this card costs 1 power to play, he really only gains 2, right? Next, we have Made a Bargain. For 1 power, the HK can reshuffle his discard pile back into his villain deck. This is the card that can help get important objective cards back in the deck if they had to be discarded earlier. There you go again in that comment box. Just step back slowly. There we go. There we go. I'm aware that for an additional 3 power, the HK can discard the Win, that funky sword, and claim the Black Cauldron, blah, 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 blah. I intentionally left it out because it's completely worthless. Never use this card for that purpose. Next, Our Hour Has Arrived. This free-to-play card lets the HK power up the Black Cauldron. That's all it does, so only use this card if the Black Cauldron has yet to be turned on. If the Cauldron has been powered up, it's a good idea to keep this card in hand in case a very annoying Fate card comes into play later. Next, Beautiful Lovely Taxes. Visions. Another free-to-play card. This effect lets Prince John, the Horned King. Why do I keep saying that? Oh, I know, these 2 cards have the exact same effect. This is a good way to get free power, which will help the Horned King get his Cauldron Born out in the realm. Only discard this card if there are no heroes in the realm. And for his last effect, Captured. For the cost of 1, the HK can draw 3 cards. Play this card as soon as possible to speed up the deck cycling and get to those objective cards quicker. Well, that does it for all the cards that the Horned King can play during his turn. Now let's look at his conditions. Okay, condition. He only has 1, but 2 copies. Only moments away from victory. When another villain plays an item, the HK may play an item from his hand for free. This card can be very useful if the opponents are heavy item users. Sidebar, another villain playing a Fate item still counts and can trigger this condition. Use it well. And that's it for the HK's villain deck. Now let's turn it over and look at his Fate deck. Let's start with those heroes. First up, Fair Folk. These tiny people have a strength of 1, and while in the realm, the HK may not play Ancient Soldiers to their location. Once again, sounds good in theory, but since the HK can just play Ancient Soldiers next door and just move them over, these guys may not be the best Fate card. More than likely, the other Fate card will be better. Next, Gurgi. This adorable little dog monkey thing also has a strength of 1, and when he is defeated through a Vanquish action, he is immediately shuffled back into the Fate deck. He's good at covering actions, but that's it. If the other Fate card is better, play it instead. Next, Dolly. This insect, elf, gnome, I don't know what he is another 1-strength hero, and when he is played, the Fator may move each hero in the realm to another location. If this card will help keep other heroes alive longer, go ahead and play him and cover more actions. If not, flush him. Next, Flutterflam. Nailed it. 1 strength again, but when he is played, move all of the Horned King's allies to his location. This is probably the most powerful hero in the game. If he appears when the HK has several Cauldron-born out, he can halt the progress by moving all those green zombies to his location, thereby forcing Mr. HK to start moving them back, which will take a few turns. If it's early in the game or there are only 1 or 2 Cauldron-born in the realm, play the other fate card and wait for a fate effect to bring him back. Next, Terran. Our main protagonist has a strength of 2, and he can gain +1 strength for every other hero in his location. Unless the Fator plans on piling heroes into one location, he's not really worth playing, unless he needs to cover actions. Next, Henwin. Some people might think she is some pig, or even terrific. Either way, she has 2 strength, and while she is in the realm, the Horned King cannot play his own effect cards. If the Black Cauldron has yet to be claimed, do not play this card. Otherwise, the HK may turn Henwin into crunchy bacon. After he has his Bean Croc of Evil, thank you, keep Henwin out as much as possible to stop the use of those powerful effect cards and block actions. Next, Princess Alonwi, whatever. She has a strength of 2, and when she is in the realm, all other heroes gain +1 strength. This is handy for making that Pig Keeper effect useless, but everyone can still be very easily defeated with most of the HK's allies. Use her to cover actions unless the other fate card is better. And the last hero is the Witches of Morva. These weird sisters have a strength of 3, and when they are played, the Horned King must either lose 2 power or discard 2 cards. Always take the discard choice. If the HK is hoarding Ancient Soldiers and or Cauldron-born, this hero can be very devastating, so play these ladies every chance one gets. That's it for the heroes, now onto the fate items, or fate item. Durnwin. This magical sword enhances any hero by +2 strength. That hero can only be defeated by 2 or more allies. Give this sword to Henwin to keep her from becoming crispy bacon too soon. This could also be given to the princess to help enhance the strength of all the other heroes for longer. And now for his fate effects. He has a total of 6. 2, I Believe in You, 2, Reunited, 1, Gurgi's Happy Day, and 1, Gurgi's Sacrifice. First up, I Believe in You. With this effect, the Horned King must discard his entire hand, then draw back to 3 cards. Depending on where the HK is in his objectives, this card can be very devastating or very helpful. Watch him carefully to determine whether or not this card can be useful. Next, Reunited. This fate effect lets the Fator find any hero in the fate discard pile and play them immediately. Use this to find Flutterflam, Henwin, or the Witches. Otherwise, find any other hero and block those actions. Next, Gurgi's Happy Day. This effect allows the Fator to reshuffle the HK's fate discard pile back into his fate deck. Then the Fator will draw 2 new cards and play them both. Always play this card unless Reunited can be played to bring back Flutterflam, or the next effect can be played. Gurgi's Sacrifice. This card is very heartbreaking to play. I mean, just look at the artwork. However, if the Horned King has activated the Black Cauldron and has Cauldron-born in his realm, this card must be played. So say bye-bye to that freak dog monkey thing.
Bean Croc.
And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone found this video informative and maybe even picked up a few pointers on how to better play the Horned King or even play against the Horned King. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. Keep watching this channel for more Disney Villainous guides. But before we go, let me know in the comments which Disney villain scares you the most. I'm your absent friend, signing off.
Bean crack.